Hey everyone, it is Thursday at 12:30 and that means it is Facebook Live time here with Yana for WYO. I am Yana Ludwig and I am running for United States Senate to represent the state of Wyoming. Today's topic is abortion. There are some issues that we have allowed the religious right to define as moral issues, and nearly the entire debate of those issues happens within their framework. Abortion is one of them. We have managed to peel back some other issues from this framing to at least some extent, such as sexual orientation, but abortion is still mostly in the grip of that framing. My take on this issue is simple. Abortion is healthcare. Healthcare is a human right. Therefore, if you have a uterus, you should be able to have an abortion, period. You could stop watching now and you'd pretty much have my policy statement on this. But in case you want more, here it is. First, my own story with this issue, because I know that matters to some people. I've been pregnant 3 times. The first time it ended in a spontaneous miscarriage, which is incredibly common in the first trimester. And some of those religious moralizers think that that should have landed me in prison for manslaughter because my body did this incredibly common thing. The second of my now 23-year-old son. The third resulted in the birth of my birth daughter, who was adopted by some close friends and with whom I still have a family relationship. None of them ended in abortion, but any of them might have. I lived in states in each case where abortion was legal and as safe as any other outpatient medical procedure, and none of them were planned pregnancies. Now, that first one was a fairly short period between the time that I figured out I was pregnant and the decision was taken out of my hands. But even with that one, and definitely with the other two, those decision-making processes are burned into my brain. I was weighing a whole host of things, from my economic situation to whether I was ready to be a mom, to my relationship with my partner and whether parenting with them seemed like a good idea, to my own spiritual beliefs about life and death and responsibility. I was blessed each time with my own health not being a factor, but if I had had health issues, I would have rightly been weighing those as well. So I've never met anybody who had an abortion or even really considered one lightly. No one says, hey, I'm going to run some errands today, get my nails done, have an abortion, and grab some tater tots for dinner. Like literally nobody that I know does that. Here's the more interesting part though, and the part that I feel like we don't get to talk about when it is all moralism all the time. What I know about myself as a result of those processes is that I'm a much better person and I was a way better mother for having gone through it. It pushed me to ask all the right questions to be a more responsible human being. The process of abortion decision-making should be held up as one of the most important and deep personal growth processes we have available to us as modern humans. It is that big of a deal. But what it is not is some cookie-cutter moralistic journey that can or should be legislated. Legislating it cuts short that whole thing and denies us the opportunity for that maturation process. Legislating this decision infantilizes pregnant people in a moment when I believe we should instead be supporting them in their deepest decision-making processes. A supported process would involve fully engaged critical thinking, life assessment, and them asking whatever their own ethical questions are, which is not something that any one religion or religious thinker can possibly dictate for all people. Instead, the whole current debate framing as a moral debate is paternalistic, and I believe a violation of our fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So again, if you have a uterus, you should be able to access abortion along with all of your other healthcare needs, period. Thanks.